Hi there, it's Adele here from the Sweet Potato Consultancy. It is day 6 on our series of videos just to highlight Mental Health Awareness Week. And we're particularly focusing on stress in the workplace here. So, I was thinking about all the different things that we've covered this week. We've looked at what is stress. We've looked at the difference between stress and pressure. How do you know when you're stressed? How do you know when somebody else is stressed? What stresses people within the workplace, and what the steps are that you can do to counteract stress. And I wanted to really finish with two points that I feel are particularly valuable and particularly really worrying, I guess, really. Something that I think we need to stand up and kind of shout about and do something about. So number one is this fear that people have about talking about mental health, and stress really falls into this category. So what we now know is that people find raising anything to do with mental health, and they may find stress slightly easier to mention than this, but certainly if they've got a mental health condition, what we now know is that people find this as difficult as any of the other areas of diversity that have been shown before to be challenging to talk about. So areas such as religion, such as sexuality, and such as disability, and ethnicity would be another one to add in there. So we know that those are difficult subjects to talk about in the workplace, particularly to do with bullying or whatever. Those would be another issue. But the research has shown that actually issues regarding mental health are fundamentally more challenging than any of those. And of course, you may be more likely to encounter mental health issues associated with all those issues as well. So we really need to make sure that managers have the skills to have those conversations, to make it less difficult, and to change the culture so that it becomes culturally much more acceptable to raise these subjects and to be able to talk about them rather than hide them. That's number one. Number two is the figures that are out that are showing that 39% of millennials, so that's young people who are coming into the workplace, already have a recognised, diagnosed mental health condition by the age of 25. And this is having a massive impact on the workplace and on them, and they have expectations that there will be workplaces out there where it's safe to talk about this, safe to talk about stress, and they will also have expectations that their workplace will not make those conditions worse. So this is something that we need to be better at confronting and better at discussing and better at recognising. And those of us who are a bit older and perhaps less familiar with talking about it, well, we need to kind of come on board and come into the real world and start having those discussions. So that's it for me. And I'd love it if you get in touch, and I hope to hear from you soon, and I hope you've enjoyed these and find these useful. My website is www.thesweetpotatoconsultancy.com. Take care and see you again soon. Bye-bye.